From the WYLN studios in Hazleton, Pennsylvania, WYLN Evening Edition at 5:30 starts right now.
Good evening. It's Friday, March 27th, 2015. I'm Ann Gownley. A crash in Schuylkill County has both southbound lanes of Interstate 81 closed. The crash happened near exit 119, the High Ridge Industrial Park exit. According to PA 511, the interstate is closed at the St. Clair exit. We have also learned that a state trooper was involved in the crash and was flown from the scene. WYLN is following this story and hopes to bring you more as it becomes available. A local manufacturing plant closed its doors today, leaving 76 employees out of a job. Weir Minerals on Cedar Street in Hazleton fabricated and manufactured submersible and vertical slurry pumps for mining and mineral industries, among other products. After 99 years, the facility is closing, and the city of Hazleton will now lose more than $53,000 in taxes annually. State police in Hazleton are investigating how a packet of suspected heroin was found at a dough plant in the Humboldt Industrial Park. According to police, as an employee was checking the dough being sent through the sheet dough machine, they found a suspected heroin packet on the dough as it went through the production line Monday night. All production on the line was stopped after the employee notified the shift supervisor. The product was completely destroyed, and the suspected heroin and paraphernalia was turned over to the police. The additional packets of suspected and drug paraphernalia were also found inside the machine. Police interviewed employees that had access to the dough sheet machine. Currently, 80 cases of the product is being held for destruction. Anyone with information on this incident is asked to call State Police in Hazleton at 570-459-3890. The investigation is ongoing. It's life in prison for Hugo Zielinski. Today, Zielinski was handed that sentence by Judge Fred Parentoni. Zielinski was convicted of the 2002 murders of Michael Kurkowski and Tammy Fassett in February of this year. Hugo was also sentenced to 20 to 41 months in prison for escaping from Luzerne County Prison in 2003. The family of the victims gave statements prior to Zielinski's sentencing. Prosecutors say Zielinski and his accomplice, Paul Weekly, conspired to rob and kill Kurkowski for money he made illegally selling prescription painkillers. Their bodies were found bound and beaten and buried in Zielinski's backyard in Kingston Township. The Monterey Area School District employee who was charged in a DUI crash last Christmas Eve waived her right to a preliminary hearing. According to police, 35-year-old Bridget Polak was drunk Christmas Eve when she crashed her SUV into a pole along East Center Street. She drove away but was followed by a witness until she pulled up on the sidewalk along another street. Police found Polak sitting in her vehicle with an open bottle of wine. She told police that she'd been drinking all day. She was charged with driving under the influence, driving without a valid license, resisting arrest, and having an open container in the vehicle. According to Polak's attorney, she chose to have the charges heard in Schuylkill County Court. Pottsville area high school students were evacuated this afternoon after a threat was found in a bathroom at the school. The students were escorted to Martz Hall down the street and would be returned later to the school. According to police, the student who made the threats is in the custody of the Pottsville Police Department. No word as to what the threat read. Police have not released any more information. A fire ripped through 3 homes late Thursday evening in Oneida, leaving about 10 people without a place to stay. WYLN's Gary Perna has more.
Firefighters from Schuylkill and Luzerne counties responded to a working house fire in the village of Oneida, East Union Township. The fire ripped through 207, 209, and 211 4th Street. Shepton Oneida Fire Chief Kyle Mooney told WYLN that the fire was intense at first.
Initially, the fire was difficult. When we pulled in, we had a heavy fire load to the rear of the property. We quickly stretched hand lines and master streams and got the fire knocked down pretty quickly. Thankfully, the fire was held to the structure of origin, and no extension was reported on the other two homes.
Mooney said a second alarm was called in.
The fire response went to a second alarm pretty early on. So you have companies here from Shepton, Oneida, Nurnberg, Weston, Hazel Township, Monterey City, Frackville, Girardville, West Hazleton, Harwood, to name most, along with EMS companies from the area.
The chief said no one was hurt and all 3 homes were occupied at the time.
The Red Cross is being called in to help the displaced homeowners, and we're making those phone calls now.
The East Union Township Fire Marshal was called in to investigate how this fire got its start. In Oneida, for WYLN News, I'm Gary Perna.
After all the snow and ice, the dust and dirt has been left behind, and the City of Hazelton Street Department is beginning to clean it all up. Street sweeping will begin on Monday and last until Thursday of next week. Those streets that are part of the spring street sweeping on Monday are up on your screen now. The streets will be posted with emergency no parking in block signs. Sweeping begins at 7 a.m. each day, weather permitting. For more information and a list of streets being cleaned next week, you may call the Department of Public Works at 570-454-2418 or 570-459-4916. Time now for a first look at our forecast. Chief Meteorologist Joe Garbacik is in the Weather Center with the details. Joe, another chilly day here in northeastern Pennsylvania. What can we expect weather-wise as we head into our weekend?
Well, unfortunately, it's going to be a cold weekend, especially tomorrow. A couple of flurries around. Can't rule that out. But you know what? Traveling right now, things not looking too bad for our Friday evening. Here's a look at the traffic cameras moving along quite smoothly. Notice the snow that we had around many areas. It's now gone. And look out toward the west. Yeah, some snow showers, some flurries toward the east where the milder areas, some rain. And this was 24 hours ago. We were dealing with temperatures in the 50s to near 60 degrees. Some areas were in the 70s. Now we're in the 30s and 40s. What can we expect as we head into this upcoming weekend? The 7-day forecast coming up in just a few.
Thanks, Joe. Coming up next, details on this year's 32nd annual Helping Hands Society Telethon and all the hard work the young students have been doing to make it a great telethon. Plus, Chief Meteorologist Joe Garbacik is back with a full look at our weekend forecast. Stay tuned.
You're watching WYLN News, Greater Hazelton's only local news broadcast with Ann Gownley, Gary Perna, Julie Stefanovich, Kristen Bazinski, weather with Joe Garbacik, and sports with Eric DeBerardinis and Gabriella Justin.
Hey kids, I'm home.
Dad, it's cold in here.
Oh, it's not cold in here, it's warm in here. Matter of fact, I'm going to turn this down because I got to save money for tax preparation.
Honest Abe's, your tax partner, giving free advice year-round. 310 South Church Street in Hazelton. Call them at 570-861-8297. Don't stress, pay less.
Welcome to Fairway Chevrolet, Pennsylvania's #1 truck dealer.
From the longest-lasting, most dependable full-size pickup, the tough all-new Silverado, to the rugged 3500 Chevy dump truck, Fairway has your truck. Drive home in a brand new Chevy Silverado during Fairway Chevrolet's Truck Month, starting at $19,995 or $246 per month. Hey, no one beats a Fairway deal.
Make no mistake about it, Fairway Chevrolet is Pennsylvania's #1 truck dealer.
All Care Home Care, the health care that you need in the comfort and privacy of your own home.
At All Care Home Care, our caring and compassionate staff of skilled nurses, occupational, speech, physical therapists, dietitian, social worker, and home health aides will give you the professional care you need. Call 459-3002.
With All Care Home Care, you will feel so much better and be able to do so much more.
Remember, it's still your choice. For your care, call us and we'll be there.
On April 25th, the Helping Hands Society will hold its annual telethon at the Laurel Mall in Hazel Township. This morning, WYLN stopped by Helping Hands as the children were practicing for their big performances. The Helping Hands Society was founded in 1924 and is a nonprofit organization that serves children with special needs and their families. They provide educational and therapeutic services from birth to school-aged children. On April 25th, the 32nd annual Helping Hands Society Telethon will be underway to raise money in order to fund these specific programs. Mary Beth Cook is the executive director and was there as the teachers were helping the young children practice for their big day.
Love for the public to see our children and how well they're doing and their songs. But when they're sleeping at 11 o'clock at night or 10 o'clock at night, we still want the public to see them at our telethon. So we decided this year to tape them. They will be live at the Laurel Mall during the day and early evening. But this way, you can see them later on, too. So it's just our way of saying goodnight at the end of the telethon. We have some surprises, so I hope everyone tunes in or comes out to the Laurel Mall.
Cook says this telethon is a big help for the organization, which helps children grow and exceed in school.
The telethon is really how we survive. It's a major, major part of our funding, and it's our way of saying thank you to the public and all the wonderful people that have done things throughout the year and raised money. It's a way to show off our beautiful children and how far they've come. It's a way to show off our beautiful, talented staff and the lovely parents and grandparents and guardians of the children. It's a feel-good day. It's a lot of work, but it's just a wonderful, wonderful day, and it's about love and working together, and it's showing what Helping Hands is all about.
Over the past few weeks, the teachers have been helping the students with their routines and songs that they will be performing at the telethon. Cook says over time, the students have learned to work as a team.
It just goes to show how well these children are progressing. Like some of the children, they'll come in at the beginning of the year, they're backward, shy, they don't want to talk, and now they rehearse a couple songs in a week and they're like professionals. So, and again, we have typical children here, we have special needs children here, so it's a mix, and you can't tell one from the others because they work together, they play with each other, they have a great time, and that's what we do.
This year's telethon will be filled with excitement for all those who attend the 11-hour-long event at the mall and for those who watch it live on WYLN on April 25th.
To our beautiful city of Hazleton and all the surrounding areas, to all those dedicated supporters of Helping Hands Society, to our board of directors, to CHIPS, and all the people and the staff and parents, children that work together to make this place what it is.
For everyone who helps out with the telethon and those who work with the students each and every day, Cook says she wanted to personally thank them for all their hard work over the many years.
A lot of wonderful entertainment, some surprises. We might have a couple visitors that the children will like. We have face painting, we have a jewelry station. Elson Jewelers will be there. The children can make bracelets. We're going to have Famous Salon and Spa. She'll be out there doing, I believe she's doing manicures and things like that. So there's tons of things out there, and some surprise guests, which I can't say.
Again, the 32nd annual Helping Hands Society Telethon will be held on Saturday, April 25th at the Laurel Mall in Hazel Township from 12 noon until 11 p.m. WYLN will also broadcast the telethon live, so if you are unable to head up to the Laurel Mall on April 25th and would still like to donate, you can watch it live right here and only here on WYLN. For more information on the Helping Hands Society, you may log on to helpinghandsociety.com. Coming up next, Chief Meteorologist Joe Garbacik is back with a full look at our forecast. Plus, WYLN's Julie Stefanovich spoke with a McAdoo woman who takes hours out of her days to create special Ukrainian Pysanky eggs. Stay tuned.
Life has its twists and turns. It can take many different shapes. But a good retirement plan changes with your life. And as we talk about what you're putting away and how much you'll need to retire, what was uncertain becomes clear. At Wells Fargo Advisors, we believe conversation leads to financial clarity. Let's start a conversation today.
Penn State is right here in the Hazleton area.
We're top ranked by corporate recruiters.
We have 4-year degrees, so you can finish here
or at another Penn State campus.
There's new scholarship money available.
And there's no application fee when you visit here.
Penn State Hazleton.
Download your application fee waiver at psu.edu/visit Hazleton.
Easter is just around the corner. Let Carmen's Bakery and Deli help you with all your family gatherings. Everything is made fresh and on the premises with the best quality ingredients, from their famous nut and poppy rolls to their homemade breads, pastries, and pies. Carmen's has everything you need for your holiday table. Made to order specialty cakes and deli trays too. Catering is also available. Carmen's will do all the work for you. Don't forget to order your Easter pie made from Jenny Allegretto's Old World recipe. Happy Easter from Carmen's Bakery and Deli.
Well, we got overcast skies, and it's kind of chilly across our area despite us being in spring. It's even going to be colder as we head into tomorrow. But again, now don't have anything falling from those skies. Tomorrow, that might be a little bit different. Here's a look at the map for today, and well, you notice the chill in the air compared to 24 hours ago. When I talked to you yesterday at the 5 o'clock hour, 5:30 hour, boy, it was nice. Temperatures in the 50s. There were some areas in the 60s to near 70 degrees, but those temperatures did drop like a rock. Much colder today, and it's going to be very cold heading into tomorrow. Live 35 SkyCast Doppler. Really nothing showing up across our immediate viewing area. But as you go further out toward the northwest, just on the outskirts of our viewing area, just outside the Williamsport area, you can see there's a couple of snow showers and flurries around. 37 degrees, our live Lehigh Tire conditions outside our television station in Hazleton is making it feel a little bit colder than what the actual air temperature indicates. 41 and 31. The split in temperatures, averages are 51 and 31, 80 and 11. The record high and low, that low was set 1 year ago in 2014, 6:55. The sun comes up tomorrow. 41 Wilkes-Barre-Scranton International Airport, 36 in Mount Pocono, 43 in Williamsport, and 37 degrees out there in Happy Valley. Up in the Wyoming Valley area, from Nanticoke through Wilkes-Barre, Kingston, and Lehman. For those of you watching us from Service Electric Wilkes-Barre, hello to you. We're in the 40s. Hope you're enjoying your Friday. Here's a look at our satellite and radar. And again, a lot of this is clutter now that you see over the last couple of frames. Really, it's not as bad as what this looks, but there are some snow showers, there are some flurries. We may have to deal with a snow shower flurry or two around as we head into tomorrow, and it is going to be cold. Look at these numbers going into tomorrow. Ouch. Yeah. I don't think we're going to get out of the 20s for daytime highs. Even normally warmer locations will be only near 30, maybe lower 30s, and colder for tomorrow night, dropping down into the teens. Feeling more winter-like than spring-like. But then, going into next week, it's going to start to warm up, and as it starts to warm up, we're going to bring in a couple of chances of some rain in our forecast. And speaking of the chances of rain, here's a look at the 7-day extended forecast. 27 for tomorrow, 39 for Sunday, in the 40s for Monday. A chance of rain for Tuesday. A little bit of a break in the weather for Wednesday and Thursday and Friday in the 50s, with another chance of some more rain. Our daytime Pennsylvania Lottery numbers: the pick 233, the pick 3301, and the pick 49241. We'll have more for you coming up after this break.
Hello, I'm Paul Esposito Jr. from Victoria's Candies. My family has been serving the Hazleton and surrounding area since 1934. Our secret family recipes and time-tested techniques of making fine candy have made Victoria's Candies your choice for nearly 4 generations. We specialize in Easter baskets and hollow-filled eggs, and we make our own chocolate molds, like the Easter Bunny, the Last Supper, the Cross, an iPod, a cell phone, or a guitar, just to name a few. Shop where the Easter Bunny shops, Victoria's Candies.
During these changing times, is your insurance program up to date? I'm local Allstate agent Gary McNeilis. I invite you to come into our office or give us a call. We'll help you be sure that you have the proper coverage to take care of all your family's needs at a price you can afford. Now more than ever, you need to be in good hands to protect everything that's important to you. Our team of insurance professionals and I will be honored to serve you. Are you in good hands?
Visit the Luzerne County Convention and Visitors Bureau website at tourinapa.com for the listings of the many events you will find in Luzerne County. From wine festivals, hill climbs, tomato and kielbasa festivals, you will find it all in Luzerne County. Luzerne County was named the best outdoors destination in Pennsylvania by the official Best in PA website. The Luzerne County Convention and Visitors Bureau will help you relax, relive history, and marvel at the area's stunning natural beauty. Luzerne County, you'll find it right here in Northeast PA.
It takes a steady hand, skills, and patience to create a Pysanky egg. We spoke to a local woman from McAdoo who creates Ukrainian Pysanky eggs. WYLN's Julie Stefanovich has the story.
The art of creating Pysanky eggs dates back thousands of years. The craft originated in the Ukraine. Different colors are used to symbolize rebirth of the earth and resurrection of Christ. The eggs are made by using a wax-resist method, and the process can take hours to months depending on the size of the egg and the details in the design.
Egg is you can't hurry. It's not a thing that you could hurry up, but it's a thing that you could forget the whole world behind you. When I sit down and I do an egg, sometimes I'll start at 11 o'clock at night and the birds will be singing when I finish the egg, and I don't realize you're there that long doing an egg. It just becomes part of you.
Besides making the masterpieces, Georgine also teaches other people the tricks of the trade.
I teach at Marian Catholic, I teach at Hazleton Art League, Tamaqua Art League. I do private lessons. I teach at the churches, different churches. I speak at the different churches too.
She is not only talented but also modest. When first asked to have her Pysankys displayed at the Smithsonian in Washington, D.C., she refused. She pointed out the talents of other artists, but in the end she is one of the few people that can say that they have works at the museum.
I feel honored that you want them in, but the thing of it is I feel there's a lot better artists out there, and still to this day there's a lot better artists out there than I. And the woman did coax Debbie. She said, "Do you think your mom would mind if we send them out anyway?" And Debbie said, "No, we'll get through it." She says, "We'll send them out." And they took a dozen eggs, send them out, and I got a letter in, surprisingly, said my eggs were accepted in the Smithsonian. So they're grouped with other eggs that are there.
If anyone is interested in learning how to make Pysanky eggs, they can contact Georgine Borchik at 570-929-1211. Reporting for WYLN News, I'm Julie Stefanovich.
Coming up next, Gabriella Justin is in for Eric DeBardinas with sports here on WYLN. Plus, Chief Meteorologist Joe Garbacik will have one final look at our forecast. Stay tuned.
Tune in every Sunday night on WYLN from 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. for hard-hitting, high-flying, non-stop action as only Pennsylvania Premier Wrestling High Voltage can bring you. That's Pennsylvania Premier Wrestling every Sunday night on WYLN. I'll see you in the ring.
Think you have what it takes to be WYLN's next cooking show personality? Send us your name, contact information, a picture, and in 50 words or less, tell us why you should be Granny in our new Granny's Kitchen show. Our new Granny's Kitchen show host will have the opportunity to prepare heritage recipes and share cooking, crafting, and other helpful tips from years gone by. Email ltolan@WYLNTV.com or mail WYLN 35, 1057 East 10th Street, Hazleton, Pennsylvania 18201. Do you have what it takes? Send in your application today.
The Golden Gloves are the pinnacle of amateur boxing. WYLN's Eric DeBardinas details the fight of Hazleton's Narciso Anthony Diaz, who will try to jab and punch his way to the title tomorrow in Mahanoy City.
He's trying to better himself. When I seen him, I seen championship material.
High praise from a former heavyweight champion of the world. Tim Witherspoon sees a world of potential in Anthony Diaz, who will compete in the Pennsylvania Golden Gloves Championships this weekend in Mahanoy City, just a year after discovering his love of boxing.
I like punching hard.
So everybody says that, you know, Tim knows that, everybody in the gym knows. If I get you with a shot, man, don't let me get you with a shot. It's not gonna be good.
It was life that delivered a shot last year when Anthony lost his grandfather, whose encouragement was Diaz's primary motivation for taking up the sport.
I was really sad when he passed away, and I just wanted to be a boxer now, you know, because he said I can be a boxer. So I just want to like prove myself that I can be what he said. Not only a boxer, but a champion, you know.
Boxing also provides an opportunity for the 19-year-old who moved from the Dominican Republic to the United States when he was 8.
Boxing, you can just come off the street, and there's an easier road to glory. A lot of people dream and try to search for a way into better land, and to better places, to better levels.
The only thing I have is boxing. That's it, boxing.
But not too long ago, Anthony almost said, that's it, with boxing.
I didn't think I was like, yeah, it's not going the right way. I was going to quit, really.
That was until he hooked up with Witherspoon, who was a trainer at the Hazleton Boxing Club. In just 4 months, the 58-year-old Philadelphia native has helped refine Diaz's defense, technique, and sharpen his focus.
Well, Tim is a role model for me because, you know, he was a champion once, 2 times world champion, not 1. And I'm learning from the best. He has a lot of experience, you know what I mean? So it's a good help for me because, you know, that's going to get me somewhere.
His determination, I saw myself in him. He's pushing hard to be a champ one day.
Witherspoon became a champ when his environment pitted him against the ropes. He made a living and made his life better with his accomplishments in the ring. Anthony Diaz is hoping to do the same.
I want to go pro soon, so that's why I'm training really hard. You know, this is my career now, to the end.
For WYLN Sports, I'm Eric DeBaradinas.
Boxing runs in the family for the Diazes. Anthony's 14-year-old brother Adrian won an amateur championship in January. Anthony will go for his Golden Gloves title tomorrow in Mahanoy City. Stay tuned. Coming up, Joe Garbaczyk is in with a final look at tonight's forecast.
Should be filled with the ingredients that most inspire you. And let relaxed sophistication fill the air and the walls around it. Find beautiful cabinetry finishes and details that capture your personal style. Craft Made. It becomes you.
Call, click, or visit your local Craft Made dealer today.
I'm good. Athletes try talking themselves out of being hurt.
I'm good.
Working past the pain because they want to keep on playing.
I'm good.
Coordinated Health understands. As the #1 sports medicine team in the region, we get these champions back in the game with pro-level care. Yeah, I'm good. Because we make you better together.
Off the Beaten Path and discover the Pennsylvania you never knew existed on WYLN TV 35.
Well, we got the chilly air across the Northeast. We got temperatures in the 30s and 40s, and it's even going to get colder as we head into tomorrow. Some snow showers, some flurries out in western Pennsylvania. The rest of us really not doing too much across our area. And as we head into tomorrow, we may have to deal with a couple of flurries or a lone snow shower. That pretty much is about it. But tell you what, it's going to be like a return to winter-like as we head into tomorrow. But as we go into next week, things are going to change. The pattern will start to shift, and we'll be back up into some nicer temperatures, milder temperatures, if you will. And we also have some rain to talk about. So tomorrow, it's going to be cold, some flurries around. Only in the 20s, and then there's a couple of chances of rain in the forecast as we go into next week. But before all is said and done, We're looking at temperatures well into the upper 50s to near 60 degrees.
So I guess we should have indoor activities.
Yeah. Yeah, it's going to be cold.
Hot chocolate, movies.
All right, I'm in for that. That was an amazing story that Eric had.
He did a great job with that. Incredible.
Congratulations, and of course, good luck to his younger brother as well. Have a good night.